We're going to discuss 10 warning signs, 10 peculiar signs that your kidney may be failing, begging for help. I will also show you how to protect your kidneys from chronic kidney disease. Why is it crucial for you to know this? Because kidney disease is silent, but it only grows over time. So globally, about 800 million people have chronic kidney disease. And in the United States, the country where we have most of the data, 1 in 7 people have chronic kidney disease. And over half of these patients only discover they had the disease when they start receiving hemodialysis or when their kidneys have already ceased to function. So guys, our 10th symptom of kidney disease is itchy skin, pruritus. Why is it so? Our kidneys, among other duties, handle the filtering of toxins. So it's one of the organs responsible for body detoxification. And when the kidney doesn't work, that dirt, that waste, those toxins end up accumulating in the blood and can cause itching. And it's a very intense itch, which seems to come from inside the bones, from the skin. The 9th symptom is food that tastes like metal. This happens for the same reason that itching happens. Because when the kidneys don't filter properly, waste products accumulate, including urea, which can generate a state of uremia. And this urea can alter the taste of the food. And once it alters the taste of the food, it can even cause a lack of appetite, because who will want to eat when the food doesn't taste good? When the taste isn't pleasurable, isn't acceptable. So, for this reason, people with kidney disease can also have appetite problems. The 8th sign is bad breath. And that's also caused by this buildup of urea. Uremia, which is the state where there is an excessive buildup of urea in the body, can cause bad breath. And then, usually it's a fishy smelling breath or a urine smelling breath. Pretty nasty. Our 7th sign is swelling in the feet and legs, but also in the face, especially around the eyes, folks, in this region here, because the kidneys are responsible for controlling the balance of mineral salts and also the amounts of fluid in our body. And then, when the kidneys don't work well, they can't expel or excrete the excess fluid or liquid through the urine. So, in a kidney that's working well, what happens? When you drink too much water, the kidneys discard the excess water. But when the kidneys are weak, when they're not working, they can't remove the excess fluid anymore, which accumulates in the body, causing swelling, which technically we call edema. But doctor, heart disease can also cause swelling. The difference here, folks, is that in heart problems, it typically doesn't cause swelling of the hands, face, or eyelids, unlike in kidney problems. So usually the swelling from heart failure, for instance, is swelling of the lower limbs in the legs, ankles, and feet. This, in a way, can help differentiate it from edema, from swelling of renal origin, which can affect the face, eyes, and also the upper limbs. Agreed? Our 6th symptom is fatigue, exhaustion. And this occurs because the kidneys are responsible for creating erythropoietin, a substance that stimulates our production of red blood cells, the blood cells that transport oxygen. When we don't have erythropoietin, we can't stimulate the bone marrow to produce cells, red blood cells. And then a lack of red blood cells leads to anemia, and anemia results in fatigue, exhaustion. So if you don't have enough blood, if you don't have enough red blood cells and mass to carry oxygen and nutrients to your body, your muscle and brain, wear out quicker. Our 5th symptom is shortness of breath, and it occurs for 2 reasons. The first reason is that when your kidney isn't working well, there's an excess of fluid in your body, making your heart have to work harder. That fluid can also build up in your lung, resulting in shortness of breath. And the second reason is anemia itself. When the brain doesn't get enough oxygen, it can make it hard to concentrate. The second cause is the buildup of toxins in the blood itself, which causes the brain not to function properly. The second sign is nausea and vomiting, due to the toxins building up in the body, since the kidneys can't filter the blood well. This serious buildup of waste can result in vomiting. The first sign, guys, and perhaps this is the most important one, is changes in urinary habits. So I guess it's no surprise for anyone here that the organs in charge of producing urine are the kidneys. Then, when kidneys fail, it can change how the urine is. Therefore, a person may urinate more frequently. They may always urinate lightly. With a urine that's not concentrated, 2 or 3 drops might have to wake up more at night to urinate. And this can also be caused by heart problems, prostate issues, urinary tract infections. Urine can foam, which indicates the presence of large amounts of protein in it, what we call urinary protein. And also one may urinate less than usual, or urinate darker than usual. It may even contain blood. So folks, these are the primary signs and symptoms that your kidneys are failing. But note, you don't need to have all these symptoms to suspect kidney disease. So if you have 2, 3, 4 of them, it's worth seeking a doctor and investigating what's happening. Because the sooner you diagnose and treat, the smaller the chances of the issue becoming serious. like protecting from kidney issues, which are harmful for the kidneys and should be avoided. Firstly, folks, let's start with what not to do, with what you shouldn't do. So, number one thing you shouldn't do, you should avoid non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs like ibuprofen, naproxen, ketoprofen, nimesulide, diclofenac, because these medicines are the ones causing the most acute kidney injury and are the ones that cause the most chronic kidney injury. The big issue, the serious risk, is that they are bought over the counter. So anyone can head to the pharmacy, purchase and take them. There is absolutely no control. So, folks, these anti-inflammatories, if you need them, don't use for more than 3 consecutive days, unless it's a recommendation from your doctor. But typically, the treatment with this type of medication doesn't last longer than 5 to 7 days. Second habit you need to avoid, you should avoid overuse of salt, because this will overload your kidneys. Excessive sodium makes the kidneys hold on to more water, and this leads to high blood pressure. Third step for taking care of your kidneys, avoid too much sugar, as it causes fluid retention. Insulin secreted by the pancreas also stimulates the kidney to retain water and salt. Moreover, folks, sugar can cause obesity, and obesity can lead to chronic kidney disease. Excessive sugar can also cause diabetes. It greatly affects kidney health and is a primary cause of kidney failure, not only in Brazil, but globally. Step 4, folks, avoid ultra-processed foods. Soft drinks are rich in phosphoric acid, which weakens bones and also raises the risk of chronic kidney disease. Moreover, ultra-processed foods are high in sodium, sugar, and saturated fats, which harm your overall health, raising your cholesterol and increasing your risk of high blood pressure and diabetes. Step 5, consume real food. Fruits and vegetables full of fiber and antioxidants, whole grains, lean proteins, fish full of omega-3, olive oil. All of these help to reduce inflammation in your body, to control your blood pressure and diabetes better, and to prevent a significant rise in your cholesterol, thus preventing the accumulation of atherosclerosis plaques, ensuring good circulation. So your diet is essential for the health of your kidneys, just as physical activity is, because a sedentary lifestyle is harmful, not only for your whole body, but also for your kidneys. So physical activity controls blood pressure, the hypertension. High blood pressure here in Brazil is the leading cause of chronic kidney disease. Physical activity also improves insulin resistance, which is one of the mechanisms of action of diabetes, the leading cause of chronic kidney disease in the world. And the 7th step, folks, which is the most important here, is to stay hydrated, because your kidneys need water to function well, and dehydration can cause acute kidney injury. How do you know you're hydrated? By the color of your urine. If your urine is too yellow, too dark, has a strong smell, concentrated, it means you are not hydrated. Now, if your urine is clear and doesn't have a strong smell, this indicates that you're drinking the ideal amount of water. You've seen here, to maintain the health of your kidneys, you need to live healthily, you need to eat well, you need to exercise, control your stress, your blood pressure, your diabetes, your cholesterol. And I teach you how to do all this in my book, The Longevity Code, 100 Steps to Passing 100 Years. It's a book that generally discusses longevity, but the habits also positively affect your kidneys' health, because you'll learn to control blood pressure, diabetes, cholesterol, without medication, without tests, without doctors, everything on your own. So if you want a better life with more energy, more vigor, and to protect your kidneys, protect your heart, protect your liver, protect your brain, click now on the first link in the description and get your longevity code right now.